The track team took on the state tournament, while Richie, Rosa, and Mason Santiago took on the FIBA American Championships. Find out how they did and much more on this week's State of the Marauders podcast.
High arcing floater too strong. Rebound tapped around. The three to win the game. No good. And Prep survived. The Marauders have won their first sectional championship since 2014.
Wow, unbelievable turnover.
Jude Sargent.
Here's Jude with 9, with 8, with 7. Sargent scores! Jude Sargent delivers with 5.9 left to go. What a turn of events, and the Marauders regain the lead, 8-7.
And there's Tyler Bell. A double pass. Wide open. Caught. Touchdown.
Welcome everyone to episode number 117, and we're sponsored as always by our good friends at D1 Media Pro. They're on the live stream in the state of New Jersey for high school sports. In this week's episode, we're going to break down everything that happened in Marauder country, and we're going to start to talk about the end of the 2022-2023 prep athletic season as we preview next week's award show, so stay tuned for that. We can always be found on any listening devices on Apple, on Spotify, on Anchor, you name it, we're there. So be sure to search State of the Marauders or follow us on our social media profile at ST Marauders to see all of our exclusive Marauder content. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host from the class of 2010, Renato Rodriguez. We've got a lot to talk about as always, so let's start off with the news of the week. So make sure you download the app today. All right, I know it's the off season about to be, ladies and gentlemen, but again, the app very, very important for all your live stream information. You know, you got NFHS, YouTube, everything on there. You got schedules. Potential schedules going to come up soon for the fall. I know we're talking about for summer still, but got schedules, texting service form, which again, when we open it at the beginning of next year, we want to thank everyone who participated in this year's texting service form. So we're going to have another form for next year shortly, so stay tuned for that. Player of the week voting, and much, much more. So make sure you download the app today. Also, if you have not done so, make sure you like and subscribe us on YouTube at SOTM Network. You can see this podcast in video form. You can also see all the highlights, all the videos that we do for the State of the Marauders Club. So make sure you like and subscribe us on YouTube today. Prep hockey, ladies and gentlemen, they're still looking. Head coach Brendan Roche still looking for some assistant coaches for his varsity and JV level. So make sure, if you're interested in being an assistant coach for the program, email Brendan Roche at rocheb@spprep.org today. Also, in other news of the week, we got some big news. All right, Richie, Rosa, Mason Santiago, they're taking on the FIBA American Championships down in Mexico, the U16, and they got third place. Let's get a round of applause. Third place for Mason Santiago and Richie Rosa. They've been competing all week long, and not only did they get third place overall, but with their comeback victory against Brazil in the quarterfinals, they are now going to qualify for next year's World Cup. So there you go. Congratulations. There's Mason all the way in the far right. Number 15, number 13, Richie Rosa on the top left. Again, great job to them both. Congratulations to Puerto Rico for getting third place and allowing themselves to qualify for next year's World Cup. Should be a fantastic opportunity for the Puerto Rican national team. Mason Santiago in the tournament averaged 4.8 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game, including in the decisive game against Argentina, which Puerto Rico would win that game in overtime in the third place game. He had 11 points in that contest, so that's a great job by Mason Santiago there. Richie Rosa on the floor averaged 5.8 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game, and 1.7 assists per game, including 2 double digits effort in the tournament, including an 18-point effort in that set quarterfinals against Brazil, and an 11-point effort in the group stage against Argentina. So once again, congratulations to them both. Great job, guys. Way to support and ready to represent St. Peter's Prep in the Puerto Rican national team. So that's a great job by Mason and Richie. So camps. We got a lot of camps opening up this summer, ladies and gentlemen. All right? We got a lot of camps to talk about. Okay. But before we talk about the camps, I almost forgot. I gotta remember. Before we talk about the camps, we have more baseball awards to discuss. Yes, we do. Look at that. We gotta take this banner out so we can see all the names there. We got the Hudson County Team of the Year awards. And Matt Corwin, the super senior, he got nominated as the co-Hudson County Player of the Year with Aiden Pearline of Bayonne. So that's a great accomplishment. Again, back-to-back seasons that Matt Corwin has represented on that top board for Hudson County. Adrian Rojas, Mason Fisher, and Lorenzo Camilleri were each selected as first team All Hudson County. And Isaiah Ruiz and Sam Porch were also mentioned there with honorable mention awards. So, congratulations to those 6 guys on the Marauders side of things for becoming all. Sorry. And I forgot to mention Joe Haynes as well for first team, so 7. Yes. So it's Mason Fisher, Joe Haynes, Lorenzo Kimley, Adrian Rojas all got first team. Sam Porch, Isaiah Ruiz got honorable mention. So great job to all those guys. Again, great job by the baseball team this year. And again, we want to wish Matt Corwin and Mason Fisher all the best of luck in their future endeavors. Again, great job by those guys as the seniors. And again, congratulations to Matt Corwin for being co-player of the year. Okay, now let's talk about some summer camps opening program wide this summer. We talked about baseball. We're talking about the baseball camp to start. And they got sessions coming up a couple weeks. 8:30 to 12:30 Caden Point, ages 8 to 14 for both sessions. Okay, you see it on your screen there. From 8:30 to 12:30 on both June 26th to 29th from Caden Point and July 31st to August 3rd from Lincoln Park. Again, great opportunity to learn from the best in Hudson County for back-to-back seasons. So if you're in the area, if you're 8 to 14, interested in baseball, so sign up for that. If you're interested in some prep lacrosse, this lacrosse team, we'll look at some highlights of the season in just a little bit. But this lacrosse team, they keep exceeding expectations. Over 500, 8-6. They had a great season overall. They keep projected to go higher and higher every year. Maybe make some noise next year in the Bianchi division. Again, if you're interested in joining prep lacrosse team for their summer camps, June 26th to 29th from 9 to 12 from JFK Field. If you are a rising 7th, 8th grader, if you want to get into the hockey program, which had a lot of young talent on this team. We're going to get some more information on their camp. That's going to be from rising 7th and 8th graders from the Barnabas Health Hockey House, downtown Newark, from July 11th to the 13th, 6:45 to 8:15. For prep football, looking to rebound after the disappointing season last year. Again, always a great program here at St. Peter's Prep. They got the 4-day July camp from July 10th to 13th. But if you want to do the 1-day camp, they're going to have things next week, June 20th, June 27th. Again, 5 to 7 p.m. $50 a day for rising 5th to 8th graders. Yeah, it's a good experience. And last but not least, again, the basketball team we talked about. The reigning, defending Hudson County and non-public aid champions. So, if you're a prospective 3rd to 9th grader, you want to learn more about St. Peter's Prep basketball with Coach Alex Mirabel and his coaching staff, make sure to tune up and sign up for the sessions between July 31st and August 4th and August 7th to August 10th. So, again, if you want more information for all those camps, okay, make sure you sign up on the app. We have the links to all the camps. All right, it's linked on the app at SOT Marauders. Download the app if you have not done so. Okay. And make sure you sign up for the camp that you're interested today. So, in a little bit of somber news, we regret to inform you that Jim Hague, in the class of 1979, one of Prep's iconic sports legends, okay, Hudson County media icon, true man forever, died at the age of 62 on Sunday. And Jim, he was a guy who dedicated his life to high school sports, big fan of sports in general. Always talk about his Rams, always had his Rams check, talk about the Mets as well. And he was at the Observer covering Hudson County sports for over 20 years. He knew everything about Hudson County sports. He also knew a lot about St. Peter's Prep athletics as well. He even talked to us about that in episode number 4, way back when this podcast first started. He would talk to me about the past, present Prep athletics. You would see Jim Hague a lot covering Prep events. You also see him at Cannon Point in downtown Jersey City as a PA announcer for the Prep football team as well. So whenever I would be covering a Prep event, you would see Jim. Jim's always there. He was always interviewing the players, talking about the game from his perspective. And as a guy who didn't know much about the high school sports industry, Jim always lent a helping hand to anyone who's interested in sports like he is, So I know he's been battling health issues, and it's very unfortunate that he passed away at the young age of 62. But we here at the State of the Marauders podcast want to wish our condolences to Jim's family, and may his spirit live on forever. May he rest in peace. So, on that note, let's talk about last week's episode. We talked about the lacrosse team and how Ignacio Mara, Iggy Flicks. If you don't follow him on Twitter, on Instagram, at Iggy's Flicks, okay? He shared a couple of photos with us. He did a nice little video mic'd up with head coach Andrew Watch as well. But he made a whole video montage of the season as a whole for the lacrosse team's banquet last week. So he shared it with us. So let's take a look at the lacrosse season ending video recap right about now. So great job by Ignacio Mara with that recap video again. Thank you for Lacrosse, guys, for a great season. And now we're talking about the only team remaining. That's going to be the track team. They competed at the non-public A tournament this past weekend. The boys put up a good showing. They did a spectacular job this past weekend. In the 100-meter dash, Jam Shank get 13th overall. And the 200-meter dash, I just Prince we get 10th overall, Del Lindsay in 13th. And the 400-meter dash, Del Lindsay in 3rd, Nelson Lindsay in 15th. In the 800-meter run, Jason Peterson gets 7th, Colin Rutledge in 16th. And the 1600-meter run, Alex Schimmel gets 16th, Richard Harrington in 17th. And the 200-meter run, Taran Moran gets 7th, Alex Schimmel in 9th, Richard Harrington in 16th. Now things are getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. 110-meter hurdles, Chad Trammell would win the race by 100th of a second over second place guy from Paramus Catholic. So great job by Chad winning the 110-meter hurdles. Corey Greenfield in 7th, Noah Willingham in 16th. In the 400-meter hurdles, Eddie DeBella in 5th, Corey Greenfield in 6th, and Chad Stone in 14th. And now, the guys you see in front of you, the 4x100-meter relay team, they would win again by 100th of a second over second place Brigham Catholic with a team of Del Lindsay, Chad Trammell, Jam Shank, and Andres Perez. So congrats to the 4x100-meter relay team getting first place as well. And the 4x400 relay team, they get fourth place. That's a team of Eddie DeBella, Corey Greenfield, Nelson Lindsay, and Del Lindsay. The 4x800-meter relay team would get 8th overall. That's a team of Jason Peterson, Abraham Wen, Colin Rutledge, and Aidan Prucher. At discus, Mason Simmons would get 10th overall. At triple jump, Jam Shank would get 5th, Noah Rollingham in 8th. At long jump, Chad Trammell gets 7th. At pole vault, Chris Gable would get 11th. At high jump, Tyler Bell gets 4th. At shot put, Matt Zapata would get 15th overall. So the team would finish 6th overall. Not bad, but again, CBA Union Catholic absolutely destroying the competition as always. But now they're going to prepare for the final events of the 2023 season. It's going to be the Nationals, the New Balance Outdoor Nationals out at Franklin Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. That's going to be happening this weekend. So we're going to wish our track guys good luck this week as they were going to take on the final event of the year. So good luck to all the Marauders competing this weekend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got one more thing to talk about on this week's episode, and that is going to be the 3rd annual award show that's happening next week. Yes, the 3rd annual State of the Marauders Award Show, June 19th, 2023, next week on all the podcasting platforms, including YouTube as well. We don't want to spoil too much for what's going to happen with those awards, but we announced last week we're going to have 6 total awards, okay? So we're going to have Rookie of the Year, Sophomore of the Year, Junior of the Year, Player of the Year, and actually we're going to add another one as well, Game of the Year, Moment of the Year, and also Senior of the Year. So we're going to have a total of 7 awards to distribute for this year's awards, okay? So we added one more. We added the Senior of the Year award. And what we're going to do is we're going to reveal 2 potential awards candidates right now, okay? So let's talk about the Game of the Year award. Yes, the Game of the Year award. What are some possible candidates for the Game of the Year? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at candidate number 1.
On the drive, high arcing floater too strong. Rebound tapped around. The 3 to win the game, no good. And Prep survived. The Marauders have won their first sectional championship since 2014. They storm the court here at Franklin High School. St. Peter's Prep 56, Bergen Catholic 55.
I mean, that was one of the most epic games in prep basketball history. I mean, first sectional title in about 5 years. I mean, it's going to be up there. It's going to be up there for sure. Now let's talk about candidate number 2.
Long, plenty of time, looks to go deep on the first play, has Fowler, jump ball, and it's caught all the way down to around the 20-yard line. What a delivery there by Long to Fowler when he needed it the most. Long to the far side, has a man at the goal line. Touchdown, St. Peter's Prep. Snap, holds, kick is up by Ruiz. The kick is no good, just short. He had the accuracy, just not enough leg, and no time left on the clock. And St. Peter's Prep has rallied from down 17 to come back and win here in Montvale for the first time since 1989.
I mean, one of the most epic comebacks of the regular season for any team that was. They were down 3 scores. They hadn't won there since 1989, as Dan Long mentioned. that was a great regular season game, no question. Speaking of great regular season games, here's candidate number 3.
Marauders are going to get a big win on the road as the horn will sound. So the Marauders win this one, 8-5, your final score. Henry Walker, absolutely sensational. The Marauder defense was on fire. That's probably the best complete performance of the year by far.
I mean, against a top 30 ranked team in the state, for this lacrosse team to go on the road, make a statement like that, that's a big win. Big win season contest. Now, cannon number 4.
2-2 is in the air to right field. Going back is Infante. Lehan, he makes the play. And St. Peter's Prep retains its glory on the diamond. The Marauders are your 2023 Hudson County Tournament champions. A 7-2 victory against Bayonne.
That was a big county win. In round 3 against Bayonne, the rubber match, Bayonne coming on a hot streak, and Mara is able to get their back-to-back county champions. That was a big one. That was a big game. And now the final candidate. You might be surprised, but again, this is one of the most exciting contests we've seen of the year. Yes, the wrestling matchup in the quarterfinals against Paramus Catholic. Barn was electric, probably the most electric I've seen the Barn all year long. And I mean, get revenge from what happened the previous year in Paramus Catholic. That's 5 great candidates, ladies and gentlemen. 5 great candidates. So, there they are. The Game of the Year award candidates. The basketball team taking their sectional title against Bergen. Football's comeback against St. Joe's Regional. Lacrosse with the regular season victory against Montclair. Baseball getting the Hudson County Championship against Bayonne. And the wrestling team having an amazing victory at the Barn against Paramus Catholic. So, again, those are your 5 candidates for the Game of the Year award. And we're going to have the link for that shortly. So stay tuned to see how you can make a vote for the Game of the Year award. Now, we got one more we're going to talk about for this episode. That's going to be the Moment of the Year award. Yes, the Moment of the Year award. Let's see what are the 5 candidates for this award. Let's start off with candidate number 1.
Wow, unbelievable turnover.
Jude Sargent.
Here's Jude with 9. If 8 with 7. Sargent scores! Jude Sargent delivers with 5.9 left to go. What a turn of events, and the Marauders regain the lead, 8-7.
I mean, talk about clutchness. I mean, the Marauders lost their lead with about 10 seconds to go. Livingston wins the faceoff, has a chance to potentially win the game, but then Jude says, I got this. I'm taking it all the way, winning the game. That was one of the more incredible moments, and of course, one of the more incredible calls by yours truly. Now let's talk about moment number 2.
Away, Ben, let me see it. Steven, Salad, Herman, let's go. Peter, everything. Go, Connor, lock in and press. Colin, Anger, Henry, Anger, Nathan, Anger, last 200. Last 200, they're making ground, they're trying to take you. Jack the rate, more, last 150. Take them, Montclair's making a move. More, accelerate, Angry. Yo, tap in, boys, tap in. We can win it, they're making seats. We're walking, last 900, last. Anger, more body weight, press it, we're pulling away, we're gonna win, we are them, yes!
Crew team getting their first sectional title and a neck-to-neck contest against Montclair. I mean, that was a great way to end it. That was a great footage as well of them getting that first sectional title. That was awesome. I mean, Crew doesn't get a lot of recognition, ladies and gentlemen. I think that deserves some recognition. First state title in school history. I mean, that's got to be up there for moment of the year for sure. Now let's talk about moment number 3.
For the Pena for 3. Got it! Rosa to Pena for 3. Got it! Wow, 6 points to Guy for 3. Got it! Thompson, good steal there. And it's off to Rosa. Easy one. Rosa to Pena for 3. Got it! Nico Pena, his third 3. And it's 14-2 Marauder. Rosa to Guy. To Pena, another one. Miller. Pena, another one. Got it! This is to Miller. To Pena, another 3. Oh my goodness! He is scorching.
I mean, a heat check from Nico Pena, 6 threes in a quarter. Oh my goodness, I think that's a school record as well. Ooh, 6 3-pointers in a quarter, Nico Pena. He was absolutely scorching for that. Now let's talk about moment number 4.
Duarte leads off second. 1-1 pitch hit in the air. Left field in deep. Going back. Katznick. He's looking up. It's gone. Matt Corwin. A home run for Prep. A 3-run shot out to left. And the Marauders have taken a 3-2 lead.
Wow, what a home run by Matt Corwin. You talk about the short dimensions. That ball was smoked and got out of here in a hurry. And just like that, the Marauders, we take the lead.
I mean, that was one of the biggest home runs of the season by far. I mean, the Marauders couldn't do anything offensively in that first round matchup against Dwight Englewood. And then Matt Corwin says, I got you on your back. Bang! 3-run home run to give the Marauders the lead and eventually the win. I mean, that was big, but I don't know if it's going to be bigger than this moment. Number 5.
That's going to be drop off for the Marauders because the referee was in the way. In the box. Loose ball! They score! Jaden Reed wins the game! Jaden Reed wins it in overtime! What a way to end it! Jaden Reed, the overtime hero, and the Marauders advance!
I mean, Jaden Reed, overtime winner to send the Marauders to the sectional final? What? I mean, these are 5 great moments, ladies and gentlemen. Again, for your Moment of the Year award nominees. Again, Jude Sargent's game-winning goal against Livingston, Crew getting their first state title, Nico Pena's 6 3-pointers in a quarter, Matt Corwin's huge 3-run home run in the state playoffs, and Jaden Reed sending the Marauders to the sectional final with the overtime winner. I mean, these are 2 great awards, ladies and gentlemen. Again, as a reminder to you all. All right? As a reminder. The award show is on June 19th, 2023. We're going to have our voting happening all the way until June 18th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Okay? That's 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Okay? On the day before. Okay? You can only vote once on the app, so make sure you vote for who you think should be receiving each award. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the podcast, I want to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of the State of the Marauders podcast. Continue to spread the word of the State of the Marauders podcast by sharing our social media profile at SOT Marauders to everyone you know, and continue to check them out for all of the latest updates. We got one more episode for the year, one more. Then we'll take a little break. All right, we'll update you on the social medias if anything happens with Prep Athletics, but in terms of doing the podcast every week is next week will be the last episode of the 2022-2023 season. I want to thank you all for tuning in all season long as we talk about our St. Peter's Prep Marauders. Thank you to everyone again, and as always, let's go Prep.
Hey everyone, this is Junior Ben Novasillo, the president of the State of the Marauders Club, and you are listening to the State of the Marauders podcast, the only podcast that covers St. Peter's Prep's athletics.